Hey, how's it going, YouTube? Jacob back here for the JTwoH channel. Today we have another 4K release review directly from Warner Brothers. So this was actually a sequel, another sequel. Yeah, we have Justice League and RWBY Superheroes and Huntsmen Part 2. So this was indicated back in, I believe it was April. I thought it was July until I looked it up on the app, but the only reason I knew, I've watched both of these now. The only reason I knew there was going to be a part 2 was because they called the first one Part 1. So they're basically two standalone stories. This one does a great job of recapping because then again I watched it in April, so I was curious. The biggest thing to note is the awesome glossy slip, but unlike the first film that got the Blu-ray treatment, this gets just the 4K and just the digital. So again, this gigantic annoyance by Warner Brothers, they continue to leave out the DVD, which I'm not a fan of, and now this two-part series, one release is different than the other, which again is just an annoyance. So very glossy slip, which you can see my gigantic fingerprints all over. We have the side of the case there. Superheroes and Huntsmen Part 2. And I don't remember because I don't have the first one in this room. It's in there. But I don't remember if those spines line up. I remember the first one didn't have the mosaic, which we're currently doing. You can't see it down there. With all of the other DC animated films, specifically on Blu-ray. But I don't know if these will match up well. I'll have to check it out. Someone else's collection. But super glossy slip. Let's check out the back there. So we have a 75-minute runtime, which just blows right by. We have DT Master Audio, Dolby Audio. It's rated PG for action, violence throughout, and some language. DC animated movies, a new era of adventure. On the heels of successfully escaping a deadly digital trap. Jeez, oh Pete, that's the first movie. The members of the Justice League emerge in their own world to discover that grim, ravenous creatures from Remnant have overtaken Earth. In order to defeat the monsters, they must call on their new team, our friends, Team RWBY, for help. Special features: I Got Your Back, the bond between Justice League and RWBY. You Look Different, RWBY on Earth. Man. So there you go, some more action shots there. I tell you, the animation, and I'm not familiar with RWBY enough to, I hope I'm saying that. I believe I looked it up in April, and it's pronounced RWBY. If I'm wrong, someone correct me. But there's this without the slip. And there you go. Without the slip, I don't think you're doing it an injustice if you don't grab this with the slip. Of course, I think the slip is the best case scenario. It looks good. It'll match. Oh, the spines will still match. But anyway, so I don't know if the animation here is based off of the RWBY animation, because if it's not, and they chose this animation, it's weird because I've never seen animation like this in any other of the DC animated films. So I'm not a big fan of it, but maybe it's because I'm looking at it more as a Justice League movie and not a RWBY film. But I don't know. I don't know anything about the RWBY other than what I've seen in these two films. That being said, I think if you enjoyed the first one at all, the second one is great. I think it's on par. You're not missing much if you haven't watched the first one. If for whatever reason you get this one, you're gifted this one, or you're blinded by this one. Like I said, they do a great job of recapping. But if you like the first one, check it out. If you're not a fan of anime or the Justice League, I say skip. But if you're a fan of either, I think you're going to enjoy it. It's got elements of both. There's some really cool DC elements. Of course, that's the side I'm more familiar with. But yeah, I'm glad I watched it. I enjoyed it. The wife enjoyed it. So this was a good time had by all. So I'm going to go ahead and recommend this. If you guys would like to support it, I'll put a link in the description so you can buy this on physical 4K. Of course, it is not an affiliate link, so it's just their direct Amazon link to grab this and support projects like this, because, like I said earlier, we're already starting to miss elements of physical media. So I want to keep getting releases like this, so we got to support the stuff we love and support Warner Brothers, and these DC animated films on 4K are one of my favorite things they're doing. So if you want to support the Warner Brothers, link in the description. And I want to thank Warner Brothers for sending me a copy of this. I was glad I got to cap off the double feature and check this out. If you want to support my channel directly in any way, I have links to my social media, so my TikTok, Instagram, and Twitter. I have links to my Bluray.com and my eBay page, and TV Time and Letterboxd. TV Time is where I review all the TV shows. Letterboxd is where I review all of the movies that I watch. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know what you thought. If you're familiar with either of these, well, obviously a lot of people are going to be familiar with Justice League, but if you're familiar with the first film or RWBY in general, let me know. I'd love to know about the animation differences, discrepancies, if you will, and I will catch you later, YouTube. Hey, have you liked yet? Have you subscribed yet? Have you clicked that notification bell? If you could do that, that'd be great. Right down there. Right down there. Thank you so much. Also, go ahead and check out these additional options on the channel. There should be a video, maybe a playlist, maybe one of each for you to check out so you can stay on the channel and stay informed. And also over here should be the logo. Go ahead and click that. Click sub.